Hey, it's time for Thursday Night Soup.
Yes.
Join Doc,
Indeed.
co-host Jeff Kendall,
That's me.
and many other famous celebrities as we discuss music, movies, and just plain cause havoc across the internet.
Yes,
And
true.
now, get ready. Let's welcome Doc Docist.
Right. Yes.
I
Get
want
ready.
my Thursday night soup now!
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to Thursday Night Soup. I've taken over the stream because come here, Doc. There you go.
What happened to my co-host? He froze up.
I know I froze up. It's okay.
I was like, I'm supposed
forgot
to do
about stuff to
something.
say. Yes,
No, it's time to make a show
it
and
is.
entertain the world, I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah, look.
Our little pocket of the world.
Yeah, I'm here. Jeff's there. He's there.
I'm here.
Yeah. Look, Tim Allen is here too.
Yes.
I'm the professor and Marianne. I'm just and the rest.
Yeah, he's the rest. Yeah.
He's going to Dairy Queen too. Cool.
Yeah, sure.
Or he plays for the Dairy Queen baseball club.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Well, one of those. Yeah. And all we have out there
Hi,
is
James.
James Farley out there. Yeah, maybe Tim too.
James.
Yeah, Tim's here too. He's down there.
Yeah. So, yeah, thanks for
I
coming.
bid you welcome.
Thank
So
you.
what's up?
For all you 4 people out there, yes.
Mhm.
So what's up? Thursday
It's
again.
Thursday. It's hot. About tomorrow, it's going to be hot. Saturday's going to be hot. Sunday's going to be hot.
It's a lot of hot. Yeah.
Lots of hot. So other than that, yeah,
Well,
It's so hot.
at least for around here, it's supposed to cool down next week.
yeah. Well, I get all my stuff done early in the morning. Like my
Mhm.
son wants me to do some yard work in the morning. I'm gonna get out there about 7.
Good
Get out
idea.
for breakfast and work about an hour, and it's done. So
Good idea. Get out of the heat.
yes,
And, spend some time with your television or your
Yeah.
books or some
Mhm.
records,
my music. Yeah,
music. I hear you got some new music.
I have one new music,
One
and it's a
new
biggie.
music.
And it's a biggie. You have anything new, Doc?
Well, let me see. Fleetwood
Oh.
Mac,
Okay,
Behind the Mask.
Behind the Mask. Okay,
That's enough for now.
okay. Do you
Yeah.
have anything new, Tim?
I've got a lot. So you.
Oh well.
Okay,
No,
Tim Allen
let
show.
Jeff go ahead because I got
Okay.
a lot. Actually.
I've got one, and this is kind of a. This one is getting hard to find, and it's kind of rare. It's a Nancy Sinatra, the hit years, on Rhino, and I got this one. This one's going. Hi, Peter. This is going upwards of $100 on eBay. I don't know why, but it is. I got this one on for $850. Consider that a bargain. It's 18 songs, and her greatest hits, her duets, and all of her singles. And I hear there's a Nancy and the other guy that
Lee.
Hazelwood.
yeah, I might want to get that too. But this one's a pretty good disc, and 850 is not bad. And that's all I had so far.
Yeah,
I
so
haven't been anyplace else.
well, why is that? Is Nancy Sinatra the hit years? Do they have another CD where she has
The
the?
missed years? I
Yeah,
don't
the
think
crummy
so.
years?
No, I don't think so. Because I
No,
put
but
it.
there is the Nancy and Lee one. Which
Because I put it.
they
Yeah.
used the cover for the Nancy and Lee album for that, but it's not what it is. It's a greatest hits album, but they
Right.
use the same
Hmm.
picture.
hmm
So buyer beware.
Yes. Well, this one's pretty good. 18 songs, so it's Rhino CD. So and it's Tim's turn. What do you have, Tim?
Well, found this for $1 and I don't have it and I couldn't pass it up. Just a movie, John Wayne and Maureen O'Hara in Rio Grande, still
Oh
sealed.
yeah. Oh yeah, I like those movies that are sealed.
That's a
Still
fine
sealed
movie.
for $1.
Mhm.
So I
Yeah.
picked that up. That's the only movie I picked up.
hmm
Mhm.
Pick that up. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna set stuff. Okay. That's for later because Doc asked me to bring it. That's not new. Remember, Doc? I picked this up. All these were a buck. I picked this up because all I have is a digital copy of this. I didn't have. I put it on CD, but Raising Sand, the first Robert Plant. And,
I've been thinking about buying that one. Is that good?
This is way better than the next one. Alison Krauss. I couldn't think of her name. And it comes in its original little cardboard sleevey thingy.
Okay. I'm gonna have to pick that one up.
It's a digipack, so Doc wouldn't like it. But
I don't like digipacks.
It's a nice fold out with a nice plastic thing.
Well, I'll give it this. That's the digipack that I will tolerate.
I mean, it's a nice package. Yeah, for a buck, I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely grabbing Raising Sand. That's a good album.
Yeah, I heard some of the videos online, and they sound pretty good, kind of rockabilly-ish kind of stuff.
Well, some are and some aren't. Yeah. The cover of the Everly Brothers song "Gone, Gone, Gone" is my favorite thing on there.
Okay, yes, sounds pretty good.
They do not Poison Ivy. What's Fortune Teller? Good version of Fortune Teller. This is an interesting CD. It's 2 CD set. I bought it because there's an Elvis Costello song on it, but it's just an album song. It's not something you recorded specifically for them.
Oh, okay.
It's sort of folky, Barris artist, 2 CD again. So tons of stuff on it. Again, comes in its original outer sleeve. So, I bought it. It's complete, 2 CDs. Complete. They had a bunch of
99 cents again.
Not bad.
99 cents. Another double. Eric Clapton and Steve Winwood live.
Yeah.
That was a buck. I'm pretty sure this is out of print. I'm pretty sure most of this stuff is out of print.
I've never seen it before.
But yeah, so they do a lot of Blind Faith tunes and they do solo tunes. And I haven't played it yet, so I actually don't, but pick that up. I said I had a lot. I love this movie. This is the kind of movie that they ought to make more of. I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen this movie. Once.
I've never.
Don't think I have. No.
Great film. And it's a great romantic movie, but yet these two aren't a couple. They never become a couple. It's an interesting dynamic. And I just think it's a great movie, great soundtrack too. That's why I bought it. Fantastic soundtrack.
So it's a romance movie.
If you don't know Once, they actually made a TV series called Once. I don't know if it's about this or not. Okay. I haven't seen it. Those were I picked up the other day. These are today.
Okay.
And then I'll go back to some records I picked up the other day.
Okay.
But I saw this and I'm like, I need some Odetta. Everybody needs some Odetta in their lives.
Who is Odetta?
She's a folk singer, a big influence on Dylan, believe it or not.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, well. But yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff on here, really good. I've only got a couple of pretty beat up Odetta albums. So this would be nice to actually hear some.
I've heard of her.
Odetta.
He's filling up his shelf nicely.
And what's it? Oh, the Essential Skeeter Davis.
Oh yeah.
She had a big hit with The End of the World.
Oh yes.
But she's country, but she's country pop, and she tried to do some upbeat things. I'm hoping some of her more upbeat tracks are on this. I don't know, but again, Buck. And it's all stuff you don't see,
Right.
The Best of the Proclaimers.
Oh, okay.
So They Will Walk 500 Miles, but they had more good songs than that. It's a great song called We Got Married, which I love. I'm on My Way is good. So there you go. Best of the Proclaimers. 2 more CDs. I'll save what I think is the best. I have nothing by this guy, and I'm like, okay, I'm picking this up. I have 1 album actually, but Rory Gallagher, Notes from San Francisco. I'm assuming it's a two record set, has its original. It even has this thing that unfolds. This is like an envelope and unfolds. I haven't unfolded it. I don't know what it does, but it's interesting that it comes in that 2-record set. I'm assuming it's live. And for one thing, it's probably rare as hacking out of print. So if nothing else, case is a little broken, but most of these are.
That can be repaired, replaced.
Yes.
So
yeah. Here's a note about your movie there. Once John Carney, who directed once, did another movie similar called Begin Again, which stars Mark Ruffalo, Keira Knightley, along with James Corden, Mos Def, and Hallie Steinfeld. So you might be on the lookout for that.
I never heard of that, but I just love Once. I think Once is just such a good film. And this might be the coolest thing I found. This is a UK sort of remaster reissue that came out a bunch of years ago. The Kinks live at Calvin Hall.
Oh, okay.
On CD with as many bonus tracks or more than were on the original album. So the only place you can get the bonus tracks is on CD, I think.
What year is that from, Jim?
The concert? Concert is like 66, I think.
So that's the original.
But they're doing early stuff because it already progressed beyond, like the Beatles and Revolver. They couldn't play the stuff live that they were actually putting out. Like Till the End of the Day is one of the bonus. Oh, Dandy and To the End of the Day are on here. They might be two of the newer songs. But the original album had mostly older stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So very happy to have that.
Wow.
And I picked up a few albums. I told you I picked up a bunch.
Yeah.
Johnny Rivers, Go Johnny Go. I've never even seen this album. I didn't know it existed. I'm assuming this is a pretty early one. There are no hits on it. There's a track listing. I don't know any.
It's not 3 times.
Yeah, I know. That's why I bought it, actually. Is it the same Knock 3 Times? I have no idea, and I haven't played it yet. But maybe this is the original version of that song, or an earlier version. Anyway.
That could be hilarious. Who knows?
I don't know. And I picked this up. I put this in a comment in Ski Lodge. It's a Sears Silvertone demonstration record. I love demonstration records, but nothing on the back. But one of my favorite, sort of space age pop guys is on this. Mel Hankey has 3 songs on here. I love Mel Hankey.
Yeah.
He has 3
Shorty
songs.
Rogers is there too.
Yeah, Shorty Rogers and Buddy Cole. They're all good. All of these guys are like really good. So this will probably be actually a decent listen. I didn't even look at the label. Oh, it's on. I didn't know that.
What?
Or is the wrong record in here?
Oh no. No, you should have checked the record before you bought it. What did you get?
I did, but I didn't check the label. No, I think the wrong record's in here. Oh well. Because it's a Command record, and that right away said, no, wait a minute. Sears wasn't on Command.
So somebody's bar mitzvah on a record.
No, it happens. Oh.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh well.
Sorry about that.
Once in a while, even I, because I look at the condition, but I don't always.
Yeah.
I don't know what the Silvertone label should have looked like anyway. And pick this up for one reason and one reason only. This is a later Janis Ian album. Who cares? Still sealed, which is why I picked it up. Still sealed. And another Janis Ian album. I don't even know what this one's called. Still sealed. Which is, again, why I picked it up.
Give the gift of music.
Lastly, not still sealed, another Janis Ian album. The reason I picked this one up is it's in quad.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that'll be fun.
It's in quad. So there you go. That's everything I picked up, which is more than enough.
Fantastic.
Sounds good.
That's a lot of stuff. Look what you can get for $5.
And hello, by the way, Paulina. Well, more than $5, but a buck or less. Everything was a buck or less. And I think that album was only 50 cents. The other one. So.
Which one? The Silvertone?
Yeah. But oh well.
I wonder if you could go back and look up that real album and find the Silvertone.
No, I didn't see it because I always look at Command Records because I would call it Command Records as well. Oh well. I probably have those. I have at least one of them Warner Brothers Mel Hankey album, so I might have the tracks anyway. I just bought it because it's various artists album with Mel Hankey on it.
Paulina says Tim's got Amanda's prom pictures on vinyl.
No, I don't. That's it. I get that joke. That's an in joke.
Hot soup and bleeding gums. That's
that's good. Yeah, with that cereal.
People had been asking for it. It's like, when are you going to do Captain Crunch?
I still say you cheated, Doc. I still say you cheated. You poured the milk in. You didn't squish the cereal down. You waited like 20 minutes with the cereal still sitting on top of the milk. And then you squished the cereal down. And then you ate it. You went, the cereal's still hard. 90% of that cereal had never touched milk.
It was floating. You got to wet the stuff.
Well, you gotta wet it before you wait. You don't wet it just before you don't wait 20 minutes and then wet it and then eat it.
Want to make sure it was properly lubricated or something.
Yeah, but you got to do that before you let it sit, not after.
Best cereal ever. But I'm lucky that people are posting stuff from MeTV Tunes on YouTube. So they had the Bugs Bunny special put up.
Wow, yeah.
Somebody put that up. Oh, good. I want to see that. Well, they're talking about, like getting up in the morning and the Saturday morning and getting a bowl of Captain Crunch. So apparently, yes, it must be the best cereal ever because that's all they remember is like no Rice Krispies, no cornflakes. Get out the Captain Crunch and turn on Scooby-Doo or something. So
yeah,
I was amazed how much love Captain Crunch was getting.
Besides Quisp, when I was a kid, Honeycombs I think was my favorite. Besides Quisp.
Well, at least it didn't. Cinnamon Toast. I don't think I've ever had Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I love Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Well, I love Golden Grams more. They're similar, but Golden Grams has a much better coating on it.
Yeah.
But at least on that special, they did note that, sure, they're getting up early, getting a bowl of Captain Crunch, and then going like, ow, afterward. Like, yes, it's painful. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, because I'd get all the cereals that had the prizes. So after a couple of months, I had 4 or 5 boxes of cereal. And my mom said, he doesn't have to buy no cereal. He can eat what he has. So come on, Mom.
Yeah.
So. Sneeze? Oh, sorry.
Better now. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Apple Jacks.
The Apple Jacks are pretty good. Yeah, after they've been in the box for a little bit. Because you got to squeeze the box because they kind of stick together.
Yeah, Apple Jacks got stale pretty quickly.
You'll put some milk in and they're okay. Yeah.
Which, probably means there's less preservatives in them, which probably means they're better for you. But I didn't love Apple.
Maybe it had something to do with that apple stuff.
Apple stuff, a little bits. Yeah.
I like Fruit Loops better than Apple
bits. Yeah, Fruit Loops are good too.
The other thing they mentioned on that special is did you prefer Captain Crunch with or without the crunch berries?
Oh.
So I took all the crunch berries out.
Yeah, no, I never liked the crunch berries.
I don't remember eating Captain Crunch.
Yeah, so it was kind of amazing that here they are supposed to be talking about Bugs Bunny, and they ended up talking about Captain Crunch instead. Weird. What's this?
Oh yeah.
when you put too much cereal in the bowl and then pour the milk in? Oh, the cereal! Like, and then you're picking it up off the table and the floor.
Yeah, and the floor. And they don't put stuff in the box anymore. They put these cool these cool prizes back in the day.
Yeah. Oh, Nestle's Quick. That's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
That's nothing new.
Yeah, I remember the original Nestle's Quick. I used to put it on ice cream. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The Nestle's Quick cereal. I think
the cereal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's been around for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Matchstick Man, what's a good one? Nice finds, Tim.
Yes.
Yeah. He went to his store and he filled up a shopping cart with like $10 worth of stuff. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty darn good. Yeah. He's a good shopper. Yes. What looks gross though? What looks gross?
No, the Nestle's Quick cereal, I guess.
It just looks like chocolate. Really, all it does is looks like a darker Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Whoa! It's 61 degrees in Wow!
Wow! Heat wave in Tuktuk.
Do not drink the milk.
Drink the sludge at the bottom of the cereal bowl. There's vitamins in that,
I drink most of it. I'll let my cats have a little bit of it, and I drink about 90% of it. Yeah.
Sure I do. I drink the sludge.
Oh yeah.
So sometimes the sludge is worse than others. But
yeah, the sludge is kind of sweet, kind of sugary stuff.
See, the cereal had to be pushed under the milk before I would eat it, Tim.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But you do it first and then you let it sit. You don't pour the milk in and let it sit on top. And then 20 minutes later, come back and go, it's still crunchy. Of course it is. You didn't put it down into the milk. What I'm saying is you got to put it down into the milk before you wait. You don't put it down in the milk just before you eat it. You got to do it as soon as you pour the milk. That's what I'm saying.
We have a real argument going here.
If you waited 20 more minutes, it would have been much softer. That's what I'm saying.
Ooh.
Oh, vanilla? Nestle's Quick? I only saw chocolate. But they had strawberry after a while.
Yeah, I didn't like the strawberry.
I'm glad I eat alone.
Yeah, me too, except for a bunch of cats. Yeah.
Hey, Daryl, by the way.
4 degrees. We're
sorry, I didn't buy any vaudeville.
Are you still out on the trails there? It's being like a patriot or something. Doc doesn't know. I sure do. Of course I know how to eat, sir.
Yeah.
And plus, you don't wait 20 minutes to eat your cereal. You eat it right then and there, but...
Yeah,
well, Doc waited. The point of Doc's video was to see if it would get soggy, but he didn't dunk the cereal in the milk to see. He left it all sitting on top. Of course it didn't get soggy.
And besides, I didn't wait all that time that was advertised anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sure you didn't. But you got to mush it down into the milk if you want it.
I tried to mush it a little. And you said you can't eat mush.
At the end, just before you ate it, you got to do it after you pour the milk and then wait. You don't do it after you wait. That's pointless.
There's a right way and a wrong way to eat cereal. So
that's like buying a thing of freeze pops and leaving them next to your refrigerator and waiting 24 hours and sticking them in your freezer and taking them out and going, oh, geez, they're not frozen yet. It's the same thing. You gotta put.
Well, it was just a video.
That's okay.
I know.
Yeah.
And I was just joking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ting on Captain Crunch would have been good.
Mm-hmm. That'd be interesting.
And
oh yes, yeah.
Who didn't do that? You just looked for the prize.
Mm-hmm.
You just went along the shelf.
Yeah,
what had the best prize?
Into the milk.
Huh?
I mean, if you're having a second helping and you've got a bowl full of milk and you put more in and then the prize falls in, that's the worst thing that can happen. You got to take it out before that happens.
Mm-hmm.
always hunt for the best prize before you buy the box. Got to show that cereal some tenderness. Like play some careless whisper while you savor it. Or go play Stairway to Heaven while you're waiting for it to soften up.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I'm sure the makers of Captain Crunch were very happy with this documentary on MeTV Tunes because they mentioned Captain Crunch a lot, and even had a video of like it pouring into a bowl. Like, here's an example. There it is. There's that dang Captain Crunch. So, well, yeah. On the bottom.
Or get one of my mom's mixing bowls, and then I had to pour the cereal back into the box, and sometimes it didn't all get in there, and I'd have stuff all over the floor, and I'd grab my
you stick your hand in there, you're crushing the cereal while you're.
Yeah, that's what we did. We just stuck our hand in the box till we found it.
The next thing you know, you got a box of dust.
Yeah.
I don't know. Best prizes I thought were computer games. And that was the last thing I remember putting in boxes.
I'm talking about in the 60s. They didn't have computer games back then.
Oh, no.
They had like metal dice cast cars and stuff like that.
No, I remember those little, almost like a little boat or something that you put baking soda in.
Yeah. And one cereal company, I don't remember, I actually put money in the cereal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You posted that one year.
Yeah. Because I got a $10 bill at the time.
It's paper money. You know, like, look, Thailand.
You can get money now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
of course, it was probably like worth 3 cents, but still.
Yeah. No, American money. American money.
I've got whatever from Thailand and
Yeah. Well, you know.
Yeah, I remember that.
And they don't have those commercials on TV. Mom, I want some of those. You know, want some of that.
Well, in '79, the prizes were crap. Stickers, roll-on tattoos.
Oh yeah, roll-on tattoos or.
Ask your mother first before you put these little devil things on your arm. Sure, that was the good stuff.
But I remember like metal die-cast cars. I think Hot Wheels put cars in there for a time. I don't remember what kind it was. So, but it was a few years ago.
No, there's the one Peanuts cartoon where Charlie Brown gets a box of cereal and he's supposed to get whatever the prize was. And when he opened the box, it was 500 of the prizes and one of the cereal.
Thought you were going to say a rock in the cereal. I guess not.
Look, Gary Wilkerson is here. Yay! Hello, Gary. Hello, Mama Wilkerson. Hope you're doing fine. And all that.
Oh, yeah, from 1970.
We heard about that.
Yeah, my Frito Bandito erasers, though, kind of
maybe
dissolved.
That's...
They dissolved. But that's in the bag of Frito.
Yeah, I had some of those, but there was other ones too. I remember other ones besides the Frito Bandito, but I don't remember what they were.
WC Fields.
Oh, those WC Fritos too. That's the one that I know that I had. It was WC Fritos eraser.
And they dissolved?
Yeah, they dissolve if you keep
them.
Yeah. It's been over 50 years, Doc. And teachers get awful cross if you play with your erasers in school.
Do they get out the ruler and call you to the front?
No, but they make you take it off and put it in your pocket. No, they don't confiscate. Okay, put that in your pocket and leave it in there. Okay.
Don't do that. You're supposed to be learning about trigonometry.
Not supposed to be just thinking and and dancing with it.
It is an eraser, though. I mean, they're pretty smart. Whoever designed those things were pretty smart because it's a way for you to kind of legitimately take toys to school.
Yeah.
And they knew kids would do that, and that's why they did it.
Yeah.
And then they'll have to buy a new one when they erase Muttley's head off.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
I always remember, did they have them in the little packages of Fritos or the big package?
I don't.
I don't
my
think they were.
mom.
It seems to me that you had to send away for them, but I could be wrong. But I don't remember them being inside the bag.
I remember.
could have been
Yeah,
like-
I remember looking. You know, want to get a 6-pack
Oh,
of Fritos.
really?
Looking.
Yeah, I don't.
Is this one? Is this one? Oh, here's one. You know, and throw it in the bag. Yeah.
Was that like the thing where they had the little sendaways on popsicle wrappers?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or where it said, like, send 5,000 popsicle wrappers or $1 and 300 popsicle wrappers for some silly thing. Wait a minute, we have a guest in the bottom.
I'm coming here.
DC.
Hey,
Long
what's
time
up?
no see. DC.
Hey guys,
What's up?
how's it going?
Hey.
Oh, pretty good.
We'll
Your
put up
Frito
the-
talk brought me out
Mhm.
onto the show. I had grade school friends that reminded me at class reunions that I had a bag of Fritos for lunch every day, which was
Mhm.
true.
Mhm.
The little bags.
Yeah, those little bitty ones.
Mm.
Mhm.
Maybe we can answer this question here.
Oh, sea monkeys? Oh, yeah, I remember those.
Yeah, but they had little crumbs on their heads and everything. Like, come on.
They weren't very big.
They weren't really
They-
like amphibians and stuff.
Yeah.
The one that intrigued me was the sending away for a pet monkey. Do you remember those ads?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
No good can come of that. No good can come of that.
There was that novelty company, I think it was called Johnson Smith. Does anybody else got the catalog with all that weird stuff?
Uh-oh, Jeff, you're echoing.
Me?
Yep.
Maybe I am.
Well, I think maybe when DC came in is
Ah.
what I'm thinking. I heard it as soon as he came in.
Yeah. Must be DC doing it.
Am I echoing?
Not now.
Okay.
Oh, yes, you are.
Yes, I am.
A little bit.
Well, it still is.
Well, welcome to the echoed chamber.
Doop, 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 doop.
Now, what's this?
Doc,
Two of those
doc,
WC filters for $30 for a WC filter razor.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
You know, I left 3 or 4 of those at a puddle in somewhere, and about 10 years later, they're all, laid out like all, like the things they all dissolved to nothing. Yeah, you forget about them.
I thought I reread that wrong. I thought they said a bag of dead shrimp. Like,
No,
Ah,
hide. Yeah,
oh.
I had a friend who got some of those. They're fit on your thumb, little bitty things.
Hmm.
Like,
You know,
look like,
There's all kinds of stuff in the back of comic books, like those X-ray specs and
oh yeah, those were in that magazine. Yeah.
sure,
Mhm.
sure, yeah. So there's the sea monkeys and the
Mhm.
oh god, what else?
Let's see if is there still an echo now? Do you guys hear an
I
echo?
don't see it. No.
I think
Okay,
yeah.
so I better keep my headphones on there.
Okay. I sent away for free stuff. Cause you get, I got cigarette samples and all kinds of weird stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, let's send 8-year-old
Yeah.
cigarette samples. Those
Well,
were
that was
the
about
days.
12,
Glorious.
Yeah. Shampoo and detergent, and you get free stuff. So yeah, I thought like records and stuff like that, comic
Oh, you
books.
got records on the side of cereal boxes,
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah.
but I don't remember getting
A
shampoo.
few even came in. I think there were a couple of records, flexi discs that came
Oh, yeah.
inside the boxes,
Mhm.
but I don't remember what they were. But I think there was a couple.
hmm No, I remember in that catalog sending off this little thing. You can get free samples. All you have to do is send it in with your name and your address, and I got free samples for about a year.
Oh yeah, you could go out door to door and sell seeds.
Oh yeah.
Look at the wonderful seeds. You go door to door. Would you like some zinnias? No. Would you like some asters? No.
And those ads in the comic book always had those 3 dad sack kids up there that sold the seeds, and they're always generally looking like,
Yeah.
sell seeds.
Seeds.
Seeds, hey!
Oh, look, here's a question for DC. Remember the Draw This Character contest in Hit
Oh, hell
Parade?
yeah. Draw the pirate, draw the skunk. There's about 4 or 5 characters, and then you could take their art course. I remember that very well.
Yeah, that's exactly it. If you were quote unquote good enough, and I guarantee there wasn't one person that sent that in that wasn't good enough, you could take their art course for however much money it was.
You may be a budding Norman Rockwell judging from this drawing of Spunky the Skunk.
All you have to do is draw Binky.
Yeah.
No. Take it away. Take it away.
Yeah, I remember those ads.
There we are.
What was that?
No, that was a possum.
Yeah.
We have a possum comes outside my son's apartment every once in a while because my son leaves cat food out for the stray cats.
I had the same thing happen. I had the same thing happen to me, Jeff. Yeah, possum out there crunching away. I thought it was a cat that was starving because it didn't have a light on back then. I heard. I turned on the light on the porch, and this possum looked like this right at me. Hey, I'm trying to eat. Trying to eat here.
And they're not scared of you.
No, he just looked at me and then went right back to eating.
Yeah, hi,
Thanks for the grub.
Yeah. And the water. Yeah.
And by the way, I caught a mouse this week.
Oh boy.
Whereabouts?
Was it a big mouse or a little mouse or a baby mouse?
No, it's a little guy, but I don't know if it's the same one or there's several, but Tuesday night, I saw him on my front windowsill.
Oh, yeah?
So, like I went, what? And he looked at me and went, what? And he flew. He just, I was like, I saw him. Wednesday night, I'm in bed, and on my bedroom windowsill,
I
hear, never good. That's never good.
I hear thump, thump. Ooh, what was that?
He wanted to snuggle with you.
Thump, 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 thump. So like
some kind of muskratty love thing going on here.
Yeah. So in the morning, I looked on the windowsill, and there he was with his head stuck in the trap, and like,
Yeah,
oh boy.
Did. Yeah. I hope there's only just one. He might have a girlfriend. And if he has a girlfriend,
never just one.
It's a little soon to say, but now I'm looking for
just 2 if you're lucky.
Yeah.
But one's lonely now.
But living in a building, the whole building's probably infested.
Nice.
They're probably just not in your place.
Yeah,
probably.
But now I'm gonna look around for little mouse goo-goos.
Oh yeah. Look for mouse poo.
Yeah. By the way, hey DC, is Captain Crunch the best cereal ever?
Absolutely. Either as a proper cereal or as a snack. But there's a certain way that I explained to Doc on his video about Captain Crunch, how you have to eat it if you don't want to tear up your mouth.
Yeah.
So go to Doc's video, and I have a couple of pointers there to help people out.
Yeah.
Like warning labels or something.
Yeah.
Hi, Jeff. And the rest.
And others. Yes, thank you, Calvin. Here we go again.
Now I know how the professor felt.
And the rest.
I don't want to be and the rest.
So Doc, do you remember what you asked me to bring on Thursday night? You better, because it took me like 20 minutes to find this thing.
Oh no. Well, first off, I'm going to take a guess, but where Jerf lives has the most deadly insects and creatures.
Not here.
Not there. Okay, not there. So what was?
I mean, you know why, but I've seen a bug in my apartment twice, and I feel sorry for the bug because these cats, like 5 cats, and this poor little bug sitting there, and she's going to die.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't remember. What was it?
I haven't seen a mouse since I've been here. Since I moved over here, not one.
I've only had one mouse experience in any home or apartment I've lived in, and it was in my studio a couple homes ago. I'm just sitting there working, out of the corner of my eye, see what I thought was my cat playing with a little toy.
Well,
And I noticed this toy was darting in a way that wasn't propelled by his paws. And I looked over there, and it was a little mouse. And actually, I rescued it. I picked it up, and it was like, just took it outside and put it in the backyard. It was petrified.
Yeah,
the poor cat was knocking it all over the place.
Yeah, when I had my house, I had a family of mice and my cat. I'd be watching TV and hear a squeak, and he was giving them to me as a gift.
Of course,
gift for you.
Look what I got, Daddy.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
That's not a toy. It's Karen Black's voodoo doll.
Yeah, running through the deal. Yeah.
That's everyone's favorite movie.
I have 7 wives, 13 girlfriends, and at last count 87 kids.
Yeah, one of my son's cats brought a baby possum home one night.
Yeah, outdoor cats will bring any manner of critter to your
doorstep. The mom was not very happy.
No.
Because the mom came back and got the baby possum. It's alive. Yeah.
Well,
I have to care for you. Tonight is the night of strange animals.
I'm surprised Lost in Space didn't have an episode with like space possums.
Well, just a minute.
They tried everything else. Carrots.
Probably something. Yeah.
Just a minute now. Let me think.
How long did that bloop last? The rest of the show?
How long did the what?
The bloop.
Oh, how long?
Penny's bloop monkey. Name wasn't the name.
Penny
the bloop.
I think it was Debbie. Debbie.
Yeah, Debbie was the bloop monkey. Yeah.
I think they thought that the monkey would be a good idea. Then it got to be too much trouble for what it was worth.
I heard about that too. Yeah.
Well, it bit somebody. So
it's like F this. I don't need his monkey around here. I'd love to see him chase Dr. Smith around.
Screen time.
Yeah.
Whatever. Is anybody still out there? Where did everybody go?
Oh yeah, we're doing good.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, there's so many cats around my apartment complex. You don't see anything. Yeah.
Oh, what's this? I have skunks, raccoons, rabbits, and Japanese cats. Japanese cats.
I'm sorry, I don't speak Japanese.
Well, a cat would have fun. Yeah.
I guess not. Yeah. Whatever. Go away. Thank you. Yeah, so now we're talking about records, cereal, and strange animals.
Yeah.
So
you come to this show.
Do you remember what you asked to bring?
I'm sorry, I forgot.
I spend like 20 minutes digging through stuff trying to find something. Bring that on Tuesday night. Bring that. And then I bring it and you don't even.
Well, it's okay. I forgot, but I'm glad you brought whatever it was, and we're all going to be amazed by it, whatever it is.
I don't know if you're going to be amazed by it, but you asked me to bring it, so
okay. Well,
here it is.
Oh.
The Jackson 5 DVD set.
Yeah.
It actually exists. The complete.
It does exist.
Animated series. Yeah. 46 episodes. Wow.
Yeah.
Slipcase and all.
Yeah.
And it has the songs on it.
Yeah, just 2 discs. I couldn't remember if it was 2 or 3 discs. 2 discs. There's a little book.
Wow.
A real little book.
See that? Yeah. Ooh. That is amazing.
Yeah, the discs look like albums, which is kind of cool.
Oh, that's cute. Aw.
How many episodes were made for that show?
Looks like 46.
46.
No, 46 songs. I don't know how many episodes.
Wow.
It's got to tell me somewhere on it, but
because they had the Osmonds cartoon as well. Yeah.
Also made by Rankin.
I'm thinking 17 or 18 because that was typical for the day, but I don't know.
Hang on, the day's not over yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Jackson 5.
Yeah, cool. So does that mean like the Osmonds are out there too?
Probably.
I don't remember the Osmonds having a show, but
I
remember Target. I bought this at Target when it came out.
Yeah.
Target carried it, and I picked it up at Target.
That Gary Wilson, he's got strange snakes in his backyard that makes him go, ooh, what's that?
The front cover, I don't know if you can see it. The front cover is actually like raised. Each of the Jacksons.
Yeah, they got it embossed, and it's kind of
got embossed. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, it's kind of got a sheen to it as well. So they spent some money
just where the Jacksons
on the packaging,
not the rest of it. The Jacksons are all shiny.
They spent
this is
some money on that.
On it. So if you want to see without the sticker,
my favorite.
Without
sticker.
Cool. But this is not a sticker. This is printed on the thing.
Okay.
Yep.
That was 99 cents.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
Probably 15, 18 bucks, something like that.
That's not bad. I've never seen it in a while.
No, I've never either.
The Target was carrying it. I think it's the only place I ever saw it. But Target was carrying it when it came out. That was quite a while ago.
I'll bet you eBay's got that for like $100.
Oh, I'm sure.
See, Gary's snakes take care of the mice. Well, what takes care of the snakes? Oh, the goats take care of the snakes. Yeah.
The wonders of nature.
My cat murdered a little bird.
Yeah.
Oh, you murderer! You.
The T-Rexes take care of the goats.
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah. Then you got to get dogs, and you got to get elephants and gorillas and all that kind of stuff just down the line. Yeah. So yes, I do find that amazing. Oh, there's Dementia Cat.
Dementia Cat.
Dementia Cat is still with us.
Hanging around.
Wow.
That's good.
Aw.
Yep.
Doesn't look any worse for wear.
Nope, he's doing good. We're shocked. We thought he was a goner months ago, but he's on some medication and
Unbelievable.
hanging in there.
Yeah, he can run for president.
Yeah.
Yeah, idea. Yeah.
Oh, it tried to talk.
Might as well.
Tried to give a campaign speech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tim might know, but have complete episodes of Ed Sullivan come out.
The music clips, I think, but not the complete shows. I don't think
the series they did.
The only.
Go ahead, Tim.
Oh, the only ones I know about are whole shows are like individual, like the Beatles whole shows are out. Yeah. This whole Stone show's out. But I don't know of just regular whole shows that are out.
No.
Just clips.
I want to see Topo Gigi.
If you buy the set with the shows that the Beatles were on, they have everything on there from the shows, even the commercials.
Yeah.
So you've got one that's got Topo Gigio on it. You've got one where they've got a plate spinning act, which you never see anymore.
No.
You know, the sticks with the plates up there.
Yeah. Stones one. Stones ones too. I've never watched the Stones one. I bought it and I still have never watched it.
And besides, on that one Beatles show, you got to see young Davy Jones.
Davy Jones.
Yeah, Davy Jones is on it, absolutely.
So that's historic as well.
You get to hear Mick Jagger cowing down to what they wanted and actually sang "Let's Spend Some Time Together."
As he's rolling his eyes.
Yeah, but he did it. Unlike Jim Morrison, who got chased out of the studio and never welcomed back to NBC, was it?
The Sullivan stage.
And now, Holyfield.
Jagger actually.
That's why a couple of years ago we switched to the Smothers Brothers, was kind of the anti-show. So they didn't have.
That's where all your rebels. That's
yeah,
where all your
yeah.
rebels went to parlay their latest hits.
Oh yeah.
I read a great book about that about a year ago. One of the best books about that kind of thing I ever read. They just covered it. They talked to everybody. They covered exactly. They covered all the memos. Oh, there's so many memos. that Tommy Smothers would just ignore or say, yeah. And then he'd go, fuck this. And Dickie was out playing golf. You know, Dickie didn't care. Dickie just did whatever Tommy wanted him to do. And he didn't really.
Have you guys watched the Smothers Brothers clip of The Who?
Yeah.
Where they double rigged the bass drum with explosives. And Pete Townsend says that was the start of his problems with his hearing, that explosion. And it really is so bombastic that I'm surprised he could hear it all, because his ear was right next to the bass drum where they set everything off. Yeah, unbeknownst to two different parties, they double loaded his bass drum, and when it went, man, it was
I remember the original broadcast of that.
And he's rattled. You could hear it's Tommy Smothers talking to him, and he's patting down his head, probably wondering if his top of his head's still there.
Was singed,
No, I think it did. I think it did singe you a little bit. He was actually putting the fire out. I think his hair did catch on fire, and he was actually putting it out.
Oh my God.
I don't know, those pyrotechnic guys on films, they seem to overdo it some.
Yeah.
I don't know how there were two factions, but I think people with The Who set one amount of explosives, and then someone with the show, unbeknownst to them, put a second one in there. So I don't know.
Dynamite is fun. What can you say?
Yeah. And Keith Moon, as Stan says, was an explosive drummer, and he especially was that performance. Almost took out his lead guitar player.
For anybody that doesn't know, that performance has actually got released on that the soundtrack to the movie. What the heck's it called? The Kids Are All Right.
The Kids Are All Right.
That performance on The Kids Are All Right. It got released.
And the extra song too, I believe, because they actually performed 2 songs that night.
Yeah, that's a really good album that everybody discounts, and they really shouldn't. It's an excellent Who album.
What was the second song?
I Can See for Miles.
Oh.
It's their highest charting single, and I think it was top 10.
They had to flaunt it. We better play this one because it's a big one.
It's our new, a song that's 2 years old.
I guess. Tommy Smothers was in on the job. Yeah, that's it. See? Blow that sucker
Could have been. Yeah.
We'll make this a performance.
Well, he didn't act like he knew about it. If he actually did know about it, that's good acting, because he is dumbfounded when that happens.
I think they were all kind of rattled, but they carried through as best they could. They're all kind of rattled.
Fascinating.
It's on YouTube, so when you're done here with your soup, you can check it out later on.
And it's in the movie too. It's in the movie. But Tommy got what he deserved. Remember at the beginning, he's introducing the band, and he's like, "Who's the guy on the sloppy drums?" Well, he got you, didn't he?
Take that.
I don't know. There was another band on that show too that didn't get all the press that it should have.
Man, did they put out the music for a two-piece? You don't find too many drum and piano bands that could put out a sound like that.
Yeah.
It was amazing. And they didn't
those
get
vocals.
They preceded the Black Keys by many decades.
Mm-hmm.
At least.
Wait,
better than the White
one right here.
Oh, yeah, I remember that, Dan. That was Ed Ames.
Yeah.
Ta-da.
Drums and
Attila.
Attila.
Oh, there you go. Billy Joel, his first band.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Look at that.
Yep, Billy Joel. Terrible album. Terrible album.
Oh, there he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awful.
He's only a 2-man band.
Awful album.
Actually had hair. Yeah.
Attila.
There you go.
Wow.
Oh, he had lots of hair.
Where'd it go?
Anyway, okay.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
I was looking for a segue.
Okay.
I wanted a segue. Couldn't find it in time. Whatever.
Yes, by Billy. Billy, Joel.
What? Heavy Hammond by Billy?
Heavy Hammond, Hammond organ.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
like-
Billy. It's the only time I know Billy Joel is actually not on piano. He's on organ, like the whole thing, and he's that distorted sort of Deep Purple organ sound is what that whole album is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like
Because it's only an organ and drums. There's nothing else on the album.
Oh wow!
Mm,
It's like early Deep Purple or Emerson Lake
Yeah.
or something.
It's not great.
Mm-hmm.
But you keep it as a prop.
Yeah, it's a prop.
It's a prop. Y'all never listen to it, but it's.
Well,
it's,
I mean,
it's
I'll try it once in a while. I actually have. There's a
What's a
reissue
prop?
of
Like
it.
him.
That's a prop.
No, my hind gauge
An
on a 4.
unauthorized reissue called the California Flat.
Oh, okay.
Always
I
keep
have
your
that as
props
well.
handy.
I know my props on the floor. So.
Oh.
Well, the cat took over the table.
You
So I had
want
to move
some,
stuff
you
to the
want some
floor.
tidbits? You want some tidbits?
No, it's tidbits.
The other guy in the band, the drummer, was also in the Hassles. These are the 2 remaining guys from the Hassles. And they started playing music himself. But all the while, the drummer was sleeping with Billy's wife.
Whoa.
Amazing.
What the?
Wow.
Yeah.
Why?
Interesting. Mm-hmm.
Don't forget the 2-man band Local H.
Mm-hmm.
Who are they? What are they? Never heard of them.
Can't say I've heard of Local H.
Local H.
But then again, I'm an
I've heard of
oldster.
Local H.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard of them. No, they're a 90s band. Maybe even 80s. Maybe even like late 80s, 90s.
Are they as big as the
I've
White
heard of them.
Stripes or
No.
oh crap, what's that Jack Black band thing?
White
that group
Stripes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm. Isn't Billy in his 80s now? I'm not sure. Let me check.
He's not that old. I think he's in 70 or something.
I don't know. We've got a little film clip
No,
of Billy.
he's got to be
I'm in my
close to
80s, and
He's not,
I feel great.
There's Billy right there.
'cause
Yes,
he
he's
was
fine.
probably about 16 when he joined the Hassles. That would have been like 67-ish. So do the math.
I gotta wheel in my grandson's drum kit. Got some zingers coming tonight.
I have no idea, but yeah,
I'll check. Let's see. Billy Joel.
that was
Let's
going on.
see.
Yeah.
I think he's in his early 70s.
No, it's got to be later 70s. Again, he made his first album in 66 or 67.
Oh, well
So
then.
he's
75.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he's
Okay.
not even in his 80s
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah. He was
Oh.
born in 1949.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean the first Hassles album came out in 66 or 67, and
oh, let's see. So this does not apply.
I'm in
to-
my 80s, and I feel great.
He's got a little ways to go, yes.
Just can't jump worth a shit.
Mhm.
I feel great. I can't
I
jump
feel
worth a
great.
shit.
Yeah.
But don't look to me to win the long jump.
But he's not the only one that
I ordered
feels
it,
good.
and now last week I walked 6 blocks. I was so proud of myself. This product is the best thing.
Emmy's never seen that commercial.
That's the first time I've seen that one too. What is she?
I still haven't
selling?
because my screen froze.
Oh my God! Oh, she's had all the
my
time.
screen froze, so I still haven't seen it.
Wow.
So what is she hawking?
Omega
Some kind of pill to
Yeah.
Omega XL. Okay.
Yeah, you know, like her knees were so bad.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She took the Omega XO. No, I walked 6 blocks. I was so proud of myself.
Well, maybe she could hook up with 2-inch high jumping man.
Yeah,
there we go.
They could get their parts together.
Because it looks cold. She's wearing a heavy coat. So,
6 blocks in Manhattan is 6 minutes. Like a minute. I don't know.
Not now, but back then, yeah.
Well, if you're walking.
If you're,
I walked 6 blocks. Like before that, I couldn't even do a thing. But this stuff is the best thing.
Mm-hmm.
She's right up there with the 80-year-old guy, I think.
I want to be like her. I want to be like him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She was a first responder. And when the plane hit the Hudson River, she was one of the first people there.
Yeah. The only first response she's ever been to is the dinner bell.
Yes. I drove 6 blocks. I'm so proud of myself. Oh, jeez. Oh, well. Had to get that in. Oh, is it time for a commercial?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Hang on, we'll be right back.
A lot of people think buying lumber is hard, but really, there's nothing to it. All you do is get out of the car, look for the plywood, find the plywood, get back in the car, look for the sheetrock, skip the sheetrock, look for the siding, find the siding. That's not siding. Look for the pipe. Where's the pipe? Paid for the door. Where's the door? Skip the door. Look for this, look for that, skip this, find that, put this back. Where'd that come from? Or you can go to the new outdoor answer booth at Knox and find what you want without running around like a stooge.
That's pretty damn good. I like that a lot.
I find the damnedest things.
That's really well done.
Out like that.
Yeah. And that was probably done in the 70s or something from the looks of it. Yes, that's a work training video.
Mm-hmm. I had to look a minute, goes that be the real Stooges?
No.
But then they're too old. Yeah.
No. But they filmed them from far enough so that you couldn't really tell.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good enough facsimile for the distance they were shooting most of the commercial.
Yeah, except Larry's hair was way out.
Oh, yeah, it was.
That's how you know it's Larry.
They had a half-ass shot of the Mo, and he actually looked good.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a pretty damn good commercial.
They got there. Anyway, yeah, thank you much. So what were we talking about? I don't know.
Well, we were talking about the 2-inch high jumping Spry Senior and the lady who walks the 6 blocks.
Stuff, yeah.
I don't remember Dave and Sugar.
I don't remember Dave and Sugar either.
Tony Orlando wasn't cringe. I liked the Tony Orlando show, actually. I watched it every week when I was a kid.
How about Pink Lady and Jeff? That might be
better. That was cringe.
Yeah.
That might be a better comparison.
Yeah. Jeff can tell us all about that.
Well, my wife had the DVD of that show.
Oh, okay.
and when we'd never watched it. When she died, I was going through her DVDs, Pink Lady and Jeff, still had the cellophane on it. Yeah.
What the?
Never bought it. Never watched it. Now, was Tony Orlando
wait till my wife goes through my DVDs when I die.
Now, Tony Orlando was a summer replacement for Sonny and Cher?
I don't know how that came about, or maybe they got their
It might have started as a summer replacement, but it got picked up. It was on a couple of years.
Okay.
Yeah. Unlike the Starlight Vocal Band, who was a summer replacement, they never got picked up.
Well, you know who got his big start on that?
Letterman?
Yep. Letterman was on the Starlight Vocal Band summer replacement show.
Wow.
My mind's a steel trap for stuff like that.
Yep.
Important things, not so much.
Well,
Because it's all meshed together. Because when Glenn Campbell's show ended, here came Sonny and Cher, and here came Tony Orlando and Don, and you know, it's all meshed
the Glenn
together.
Campbell show was a summer replacement for the
yeah.
Smothers Brothers, and then they canceled the Smothers Brothers and kept it on. Which weirdly, the main writer for the Glenn Campbell show was what's his name? Mason Williams, who was the main writer for the Smothers Brothers. I mean, the Smothers Brothers got Glenn Campbell's show. They pushed the network, and the network's like, okay, here's a nice clean cut guy, even though Tommy Smothers is recommending him. And so then they gave him their head writer to write. And maybe some of the other ones wrote too. I don't know. Steve Martin might have written, and Rob Reiner might have written for Glenn Campbell. I don't know. I mean, they shared a lot of staff and stuff. And then when the Smothers Brothers got canceled, a lot of staff, including Pat Paulson, wound up on the Glenn Campbell show.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people
for president.
went over.
I remember that.
Campbell.
I never liked Pat Paulson anyway. He ended up on an episode of the Monkees even.
Well, he ran for president too.
Yeah.
68, I think. Pat Paulson for president.
Yeah. It might have been the very last Monkees episode. Pat Paulson was the narrator. You know, like, here are 4 boys, and they don't know what they're going to get into, or whatever, something like that. What most annoying talk show band leader? I don't know.
Band leader.
Don't know.
Can't think of one.
I'm sure it's somebody that's right now.
nobody really annoyed me. I know some people didn't care for Paul Schaefer, but I liked him.
Yeah,
well, I thought he was cool. I thought he was like the king of nerdy cool, if that's such a thing. He's such a nerd, but yet he was cool.
Yeah, he never bothered me, but I know some people didn't care for
I liked him. I liked him best on the NBC show. I wasn't as crazy as the CBS show as well, the NBC show. Because he kind of watered stuff down for the CBS show. A lot of you know.
I know. What? Overtime. I guess. I don't speak Japanese. Pat Paulson does that Smog commercial too.
Oh, does he?
I guess.
Because he had that kind of soft voice. It sounds like, you know.
He's kind of like
he messes up a lot, and it's monotone. He always talked in a monotone. And that whole president thing, Tommy Smothers came up with that. He didn't want to do it. And it was just supposed to be a one-time thing, and then people liked it so much.
He became a star.
Kept having him back, and he didn't like it at all. But he got kind of stuck with
it. Where's Dementia Cat now?
He's sitting on a chair right next to me.
Oh,
that cat never leaves my side. I've had him 16 years.
Wow.
I go upstairs, he'll get on the back of the lazy boy and lie in the back here. Or he doesn't climb very well anymore, so he'll just sit on my lap. That cat's with me all the time.
That's
everywhere he goes.
Huh?
Oh.
Famous last words. The guy I'm thinking of was the black guy in Rosie O'Donnell.
Oh, okay.
Well, who watched Rosie O'Donnell?
I wasn't a big Rosie fan. Yeah.
I was gonna say I don't even remember who it was, but Arsenio Hall's band leader couldn't have been any good. I don't even know who it was, but he couldn't have been. He couldn't have. He had to be cringe.
Yeah, but that's what they're hired for, to be the laugher. You know, whatever the host says, they're kind of like like this guy. Whatever I say, he laughs at.
Yeah.
There you go.
Instead of having an Ed McMahon, you had your band leader fill that role.
Now, I wasn't crazy. Joey Bishop's second guy was a guy named Regis Philbin, way back when.
I don't remember
way back.
Talk show.
I don't
Of course,
know.
Carson beat it to death, but he was had a talk show for a while.
I don't know. You get those annoying co-hosts that laugh at everything you say.
Yeah, like that one.
Yeah. Super annoying. Arsenio Hall had Jack Mack and the heart attack.
Oh,
no
there
idea.
you go.
No
I was
idea.
right. I was right.
Tim Allen's always right.
Tim's right. Yes, he is.
Always correct. We're going to be seeing Tim Allen one of those trivia question things. So you're just acing the whole thing. And now it's silent time.
And now it is.
Yeah.
Now it's time for silent reflection.
Please
take a moment and
We have
think
less
about
than an hour left. And what?
your purpose in life.
Audience, what would you like us to talk about now?
I don't know. Let's see. I will think of something.
Sammy Maudlin had a nervous and shaky William B. as the sidekick.
Yeah,
that was hilarious with Joe Flaherty and John Candy. Let me tell you this about Sammy Maudlin. He's an ace #1 guy. Yeah, talk about your suck-ups. Yeah, William B. And of course, when they used to have the old vaudeville songwriter Irving Cohen on there, he would always give William B. the business. Especially when William B. started his own show.
I don't know. The only Sammy I know. Oh no, not Sammy Terry.
William B., you should have never left the Maudlin show.
Yeah.
He could have carried you for another 10 years in the business.
Yeah.
Well, Dan, since you're the only viewer out there.
Yeah, Dan, our viewer would like to ask a few questions.
Okay.
Carry on, Dan. What's
the
on your
audience
mind?
Of one.
Dan Gotcher?
Yes.
What's on your mind this evening?
Yeah.
Yeah,
what is like the call-in show that gets nobody calling? Our lines are open.
Our lines are open.
Yes, give me a call, and we'll talk.
Looking for our viewer questions. Lines are open. Don't worry about.
Don't delay.
Fire away.
Don't delay. We have 15 minutes.
We have operators waiting.
Operators standing by right now.
Yeah, just remember.
I'm sorry, I don't speak Japanese.
I see.
Hold those questions. We don't like those kind of questions.
You talk about George Floyd.
So what happens? Nothing. Unless it's going to be an awful long question. Like, that's not a question.
Yeah. Come on, give us a question, Dan. What will a question be?
Well, last night I was listening to the Johnny G show, and I found out about a death that I missed, and I think everybody missed. And most people might not even know who she was, but she was amazing. Found out Sandy Posey died. See, Doc doesn't know. Jeff knows Sandy. Anybody know Sandy Posey?
Well, I've heard of her, but I mean, I didn't know she died.
Is she a country artist or something, or a
country pop artist?
I've heard the name.
She has a song called "Born a Woman," and that Nick.
Yeah.
And,
I remember it. Yeah.
The Single Girl was her biggest hit, probably. But yeah, I found out she just died on July 20th.
Oh,
sad. I didn't know I missed that.
Sorry to hear that.
It didn't get too much press, I guess.
No.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah,
exactly. I've heard of her.
Yeah.
But
Sandy Posey.
Let me see. I'm going to look and see whether I. Oh no, I can't. It's not
Calvin's got a pertinent question. Jeff's got the hat back on. He said,
"Where's
his hat?"
Doing something different. I got my hair cut today, so yeah.
Oh, that one. There. Okay, we're all set. No, I was going to look and see whether I had a Sandy Posey thing on my USB. She'd be in the 60s, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 60s or 70s.
Okay.
60s?
Okay. No, I don't have a Sandy Posey song. I'm sorry. No. I've got Samantha Stevens though.
Pow pow pow.
Aha.
If you want to feel my embrace, don't you ever wash your face. If you really care for me, don't you comb your hair for me.
Wow.
Is that her?
That was her.
Mm-hmm. I get a haircut every maybe 2.5 months. Like this is August, I'll get one in probably October.
Tim will be right back.
Yes, it will.
Dan, I have a CD. Dan, I love the Posies. Boy, what a great band. They hate this description of the band, but it's like a combination of Nirvana and the Hollies.
Mm-hmm.
If that flips your switch, that's kind of like what the Posies
They're one of my
like.
favorite. I was just looking through their stuff just this second because I was trying to find my Sandy Posey CD, but I couldn't find it.
Well, there you go, right there.
That's okay.
Yeah, they don't like that description of the band, but that is so apt. Well, Nirvana meets the
They
Hollies.
claimed that they'd never even heard the Hollies when they made their first album. I don't believe it.
I don't either. And it's a very strange set of circumstances if that's the case, because those harmonies are very much in the line of the Hollies.
I've got a question for Tim there. Are you going to dip your
I don't know. I thought about it and then I didn't. I don't know those people. And Johnny G seems to say hello to everybody that comes in his chat. And I don't know if I want to bother him.
He's scary.
He's working.
They were so weird though. DC with Stringfellow being a nut bar.
Well, not with their music. I don't know them personally, but their music is stellar in my book.
He had some problems a few years ago, which is why they split up. They are done. He had the typical women harassment things that you hear about. Stringfellow was involved in one of those.
I'll give people a pass unless I really know the nitty gritty on all of it, because when it's a he said, she said, I've heard lots of bullshit in my years.
I don't disagree, but I think Gower had been looking to get out for a while. He's happy playing in big star bands and doing his own thing. And I read a good book about the Posies actually, and Big Star. I read books on both, and it's interesting how those two got in Big Star. When I know nobody here is probably a huge Big Star fan, but somebody from Columbia College University wanted them to do a reunion show, and they called the drummer Jody Stevens, the only one still alive. And Jody's like, well, I don't think Alex will want to do it, but I'll ask him. And they're like, that's all you can do. So Jody calls Alex and asks him, and he says, if you come up with 2 more guys, then I'll do it. And Jody Stevens is like, wow, okay. So first person he called was John Auer. And John Auer said, yeah, I'll do it. John Auer's from the Posies.
Oh, 3 down.
And then he didn't even tell Ken Stringfellow. But Ken Stringfellow found out about it and said, there's no damn way that you're being in Big Star and I'm not being in Big Star too. So he butted his way in. John Auer wanted to do something away from Stringfellow. And
so this has been percolating for a
Lennon
long while.
McCartney, you know what I mean? Just to do something alone, to be, but Stringfellow, that's why Stringfellow wound up on bass, because there's no way John Auer was going to be bass because he got asked into the group. So, that's how that whole thing happened.
Those 2 guys in the Posies and on the Posies box set, you get a version of those 2 guys singing the national anthem before Seattle Mariners game, and it's one of the most pleasant, different, and cool versions of the song I've ever heard.
What box set is
It was
that
really
on?
different.
What box set is that on?
It's the one that Not Lame put out.
I have that. I don't remember that.
It should be on there if I'm remembering right.
Jim Allen has everything. He's gonna.
Well, this thing is going for a lot of money. A few $100.
Wow. Then they'll make it big. It's the Posies, At Least at Last. Demos and something recordings.
Okay.
Rarities and stuff like that.
Whoa.
And it's a flimsy little box, but it's going for a lot of money. It has a book, but it's not attached.
It looks like it's on Rhino too.
No, it's on Not Lame.
Ah.
I don't know.
I found this used in a CD store back in DC for like $25, and already at that point in time, it was going for like 75 or more. And I snatched this up in a heartbeat.
99 cents.
Look at the back cover. Eat your heart out, mamas and papas. Look what they got.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys will be able to hear this, but I got it queued up.
Okay. Yeah.
What was that?
Was Stringfellow and R of the Posies doing the national anthem before a Mariners game?
Oh.
There you go. I knew. I was pretty sure it was on that.
I
box
didn't
set.
know. I need to revisit this apparently, but two of my favorite things are on the same disc on this. I love the two songs that they did for Bill Nye the Science Guy.
yeah, that's the one is flavor of the month, and they switched
that's
the
my
lyrics
favorite
around.
of the two. That one's great. Under Ocean Exploration or something like that. It's fantastic.
Yeah, very much Posey's sound is Nirvana meets the Hollies. That's
It sounded like
grunge would be my favorite kind of music if all grunge sounded like the Posies.
Holy cats, yeah, agreed.
Yeah, you know,
Posey's talk.
Welcome to Posey's Talk. Our number is 555-8284.
Yeah, all kinds of different things. Sunday.
Now the lines are jammed with questions, so just hang on, folks. Hang on.
Sunday we did dating tips. Now we're doing Posey's Talk.
Dan Gotcher says, at least YouTube can't shut you down over the national anthem. This is correct.
That's true.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I love the Posies. They're one of my favorite bands. And one of the huge reasons that the 90s is probably my second favorite decade of music, despite 90% of it being crap. The 10% that's not crap is fantastic.
No, I'm with you on the Posies. Love that group. They're in my top 10 as well.
Yeah, I went to a record show one day in about late 1989, sometime in fall, I think, of 1989. And I went with my boss from the record store. and he's flipping through bins, and he's like, he pulls out 2 records. They're both promo copies, and he hands them to me and says, "You're buying these. I'm not taking no for an answer." One was the Posies' Dear 23, and the other one was the first Jellyfish album. It wasn't even released yet.
Wow.
He already knew about Jellyfish. And
yeah,
he's
that's
like,
another
he's
group,
like, you gotta
Jellyfish.
trust me. They were like $5 a piece. Both promo copies, sealed. And he's like, buy these. And I did. And I've never looked back.
Yeah, that 1-2 Posies and Jellyfish.
Yeah. I never looked. I still have them both. I still have, Yep.
Still here waiting on all your Posey questions, folks.
Yes.
We're giving away kitty cats too, in case you call. Free
cat rental. We have cats for rent.
They're trying to rest right now, except for the one.
Everybody goes. We have a bunch of viewers, all of a sudden zip, 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 zip. We don't want to listen to any Posey talk.
Well, we still talking about the Posies.
I'm sorry, Doc. I didn't mean to shoo away half the audience.
The audience is all left after the Posey talk.
We only have 30 minutes to go, so
Well,
I
maybe
got
we're
something
going
to
to fill
show.
up that 30 minutes of Posey talk.
Hang on, it's here somewhere.
Wait. Tim Allen is digging.
Tim is looking. He's digging in his record collection.
I think it's still sitting here. Here you go.
Digging.
I just remember that this was sitting here.
Stay tuned. What? What?
This is an autographed copy of the Posies' first album.
Whoa.
That right in the square, is that like a little cartoon drawing of like Jughead or something? Because I see 2 eyes and like a pointed cap and a nose.
Looks like a drawing of somebody.
Yeah, looks like a Jughead.
I don't know, but that the main part's his signature. That's John Hour's signature.
Yeah.
And the other one's Ken. And
cool.
this is, I bought that online. I paid about $25 for it. It's on blue vinyl, and it's on.
Where's Beetle Brad when you need him?
So, very cool on Pop Llama Records.
Very nice.
All right.
Very cool. Fascinating. Posey's album.
Still waiting on all your Posey's questions, folks.
And I did get to see them live once too.
Oh, you did? Cool.
Yeah, and they were awful. They were. We were with this couple that was falling apart. We were trying to keep them together, and we were going to this show, and we're like, "Oh, this will do it. Some good music will help." And they started fighting on stage, and finally, Ken took his guitar off, whipped it in a full circle, and whipped it at the drummer, who ducked, took out the drum kit, literally took out the drum kit, and then they walked off stage. And we're like, "Oh, this is a great ending too." And they were on their album with Terrorized Failure. They're on Failure, or was it Success? I don't know. Their last album before they split for a while. But unbeknownst to us, because we were with this other couple and everything, she just wanted to leave, and after that it upset her and blah blah blah. So we walked out. And they didn't play any of their hits. Turns out after we left, just John Hour and Ken Stringfellow came back on stage with acoustic guitars and did like all their hits acoustically, and I missed it.
Oh,
it was fantastic.
It sounds like it was just bad mojo all around.
Yeah. No, I thought they split up. I thought I was witnessing the end of the Posies. I mean, because he was serious. This wasn't part of the act. He took his guitar and whipped it, and it flew into the drum. He jumped back and got out of the way, and it took out the drums. And I'm like, holy shit! And then they just left. They all just
Posies didn't have
of the stage, I'm like,
the Posies didn't have who money to bust up their instruments.
No,
so that was serious there.
I was like, we just witnessed the end, and then apparently they came back out and did an acoustic set.
And then the one guy came back.
Hi, folks.
Yeah, on the radio the next day, WHFS, the big station out of Baltimore. That's all they were talking about was the Posey show, and I'm like, oh fuck, I missed it.
Yeah, Dan, that's possible. Greg Frost may have smoothed things out. We'll never know, will we?
Knows how to do albums. He's a great smoother outer.
Yeah, he brings people together.
Mm-hmm. Good old Craig.
That's my Posey story. But yeah, they were just playing. They were almost metal that night. They were just playing too loud and too rocking, and you know, I think that album isn't that great anyway. The whole album's too loud, and that's they mostly just did that album and then left. And I was like, this sucks.
What we have learned tonight about the Posies.
Yes.
I love the Posies. Everybody should check out the Posies if you don't know the Posies, especially the second and third album are their best. But
hello, DJ Trish. Hello.
Hi, Trish.
Nice to see you. Hello.
I also like Amazing Disgrace for some reason. That album resonates with me. So.
I gotta some of their other stuff. I gotta give more, time. I spent so much time listening to Number 23 and Frosting on the Beater that I need to listen to some of their other stuff.
Yeah, I put a moratorium on buying any new music until I get through what I've already bought. Like I said, I've got about 10 CDs that still have the plastic on it. That's ridiculous. Enjoy what you've already bought instead of continually going out there buying new stuff. So that's ridiculous.
I agree, but I have tons of stuff I haven't listened to, and I need to buy. I can't remember what they're called. That was the last song that Schnee played on the last episode of Schnee TV. The one with Jody Stevens. I'm like, this is fantastic.
I've got a whole list of stuff I've saw on
pretty
his shows.
Something. And on vinyl, 2 of their albums are available for like $10.50 each, new on eBay. I'm like, I gotta get those. I gotta get those cheap. And
that's funny. Dan from Amazing Disgrace says Ontario is a fantastic song, and that was the single from that album.
Yeah.
To my ears, that's the only song on that album that I don't like.
Yeah, no, that's the tour. That's the one. And I didn't like that album. Again, I need to give it a new listen.
I love that album, but I don't care for that song that much.
The only song I liked was the one that with the F-bomb in the title. I can't even remember what it was called, but I did like that tune.
Everyone is a effing liar.
Yeah, I did like that tune, but that's about the only one I really liked on that.
No, I thought Joe had a buyer for that cube.
Maybe that buyer backed out.
Backed out? I don't know. But he said he had a buyer.
I don't know what it's called, but the album that doesn't get any credit that I think is really good is the one they did for Ryko Disc in the early 2000s, I think.
I've got just about everything they did, so I've got it here somewhere. I just can't recall what was.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called either. But I like their covers too. They were one of the best bands at doing covers. They just were so good. Their cover of Each Child is fantastic.
More Posey's Talk with Dan, who says, "Hey, it's okay. I don't like that album much, DC." That's the thing. That album is not very well liked, but I really like it, except for that song that.
And that's the album they were touring on when I saw them, and I thought they were done. I thought they were done.
Well, went the Posey Talk.
How did we take this third detour?
Posey Talk. Yeah.
Went from Captain Crunch to the Jackson 5 animated series to the Posies.
And Posey Talk.
What other bands that these two don't know about can we talk about? There's probably
we need to reel it back in. We're a little bit off the beaten path here.
Don't start about the Shags. We aren't going to listen.
Nope.
Oh, I love the Shags.
What's this? Have any of you watched Collectco, the record auction YouTube channel? They got millions on record.
I watch it sometimes.
Never heard of it? I don't know.
No, I don't watch record auctions. What's the point? If you're not going to bid on anything, what's the point of watching an auction?
I'll just turn it on sometimes. There's nothing else on. Yeah.
I've pared down my vinyl to about 500 albums. I had many, many more at one point, but it just got to be ridiculous because I don't really play my vinyl. I just hang on to it for nostalgia.
It becomes a prop.
Mm-hmm.
It does. I just got a whole wall that I've got all the albums I've got left piled away.
Yeah.
I'm all CDs these days.
Yeah. Yep, that's like me. I only buy stuff I really want to listen to. I found this Nancy Sinatra CD, and I got it a few days ago. Yeah.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. What do you want?
Oh yeah. I'll be rotting in the ground, and there'll be books here that I haven't even cracked page 1 on. It's ridiculous. I have got 3 ginormous bookcases on the other side of my studio that have hundreds and hundreds of books in there, and I would say half of them I haven't read fully. That's so stupid.
Hasn't even looked at the acknowledgments yet.
No, but so stupid.
Or the preface.
Well, I've got tons of books too, but
yeah.
I mean, I read a book maybe every takes about maybe 2 weeks to read a book. I don't read that
this
much.
This year, I told myself I'm going to read at least a dozen books. I've read 5 so far.
Well,
I'm doing better than I normally do.
I've been reading the Spicer Beatle album books. I just started Let It Be today.
The one I'm reading now is about Hanna-Barbera. Surprise.
What?
Hanna-Barbera.
Are you mentioned?
No, I'm not mentioned at all. Shocking.
Yes. Get in the index and see if it's got your name in there. What's this? How many years do we have left?
You never know.
We don't know.
I'm in the 4th quarter.
The
way things are
Joe
going,
pretending to be somebody else?
Yeah.
Are you Joe Mayo?
Yeah.
I wish I had the Dwight Toy CDs on Raven. I have a few of his albums. I don't think I have any CDs.
Yes, it's hard to know how many years we have left.
You never know.
I was saying, I'm glad I'm in the 4th quarter the way things are going.
Years? Let's start with minutes.
Yeah.
Well, imagine I have a few minutes left.
Tick tock.
I don't know how many.
Tick tock. Tick tock.
I'm not worried about a whole lot. Just like
if I was worried about dying, I wouldn't have bought the Kinks live at Calvin Hall.
Calvin Hall. Yeah.
It's not one of the last albums you want to hear.
Right in the middle of it.
It's important to have toys.
It is.
You gotta buy toys.
Mm-hmm.
You're nothing without.
I like these things. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, things are changing so much with our passions because so many younger people, physical media of any kind, although vinyl is resurging a bit, it's all streaming, and I don't think they hold music as precious as maybe the boomers did in the course of their life.
That's the thing. It's background. I know a lot of kids who not only stream, the only music they're interested in is music soundtracks. Like the actual soundtrack music, the stuff
or
that isn't even music
soundtracks.
To me. You know what I mean? It's just one note layered on another note, and then there's another. It's not even. That's what they listen to, and I'm like, really? Wow.
Yeah.
No.
AI is even taking over the restaurants.
Yeah.
They had on the news this morning that Taco Bell has AI in their drive-thru.
Oh, do they?
So when you drive up, it's welcome to Taco Bell. May I help you? So you're talking to AI, and apparently it gets it right. Your order.
Really?
So like
the whole thing with AI chills me to the bone because I know it's going to be used for nefarious purposes in a big way.
Well, it is not only that. Already in America, less than 50% of the people have jobs at this point. Where's the money going to come from? This is what I don't understand. And let's close all the local stores. So there goes tons and tons of jobs, and there goes entire local economies gone.
It's all AI and robotics. Where are people going to work?
Is the government just going to keep printing money to keep America going? I mean, it can't. I think we're heading into a depression eventually that's going to make the 1929 depression look like nothing.
Agreed. Don't mean to be a downer here, folks, with the posies talking doom and gloom.
I know.
Can we get back to talking about Cheerio, please?
Yeah.
Now, somebody wants to talk about tearing down buildings. Our wonderful Renaissance Center in Detroit is in trouble. Because we've got 4 towers that are basically empty because of, let's everyone work at home. So the office towers are empty, but the middle tower is the Marriott Hotel. So that's fine, supposedly. But the other 4 towers, maybe the other 2 that's off to the side, they've said, well, maybe we'll tear down 2 of the 4. Maybe. I think Dan Gilbert's got it now, so he may be trying to turn it into condominiums or something. Don't know. It's like living in a sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
Well,
You get older.
There that nobody, I used to have a definition for urban renewal. And the definition was they'll tear down a 50-year-old building that could last 75 more years. They'll put up a brand new box that'll last 25 years tops. And then in the lobby of the brand new box, they put in nice pictures and photographs of the old building.
Oh, nice.
It doesn't make any sense. You just leave the old building. If you want to look at the old building, just leave the old building. It makes zero sense.
Such a disposable mentality in this country.
No, we don't know what they're going to do with this. It's an iconic building, with the tall building in the middle and 4 smaller buildings around it. It looks cool, but they kind of built it off to the side. So it's not really easy to get to from downtown. It's downtown, but it's not. So it's kind of like in a weird spot. Plus, they built it with a lot of concrete. So when you walk in there, you're surrounded by concrete. It's not exactly the most picturesque buildings or whatever to be in. So it was just like bad design, maybe. I don't know. So we're talking about tearing it down or part of it down or redeveloping. Condos are the things these days.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So if you could take those 4 towers and turn them into condos.
Call it the 4 towers condos.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's got the Marriott Hotel in the middle.
There you go.
And that's not going anywhere.
The Marriott Hotel and condos.
The problem is there's so many laws these days and so many safety regulations and all this stuff that generally it's cheaper to tear a building down than to refit it for another purpose. It's cheaper, and it's just because of all the safety regulations and everything.
It's on Prime River, exactly.
Yeah.
It's in the way. You can't see the river. The staying buildings in the way.
Yeah, there's a lot of malls going by the wayside. There's a big popular mall in Oklahoma City that they're talking about tearing down.
People don't go to brick and mortar stores at all, unless they're like a Lowe's or a Home Depot.
Yeah.
But I mean, malls are dying.
What do they do now? I don't get it. When I was a kid, at least once a week we all went shopping. That was a fun thing to do. That was a great night out. I don't understand. Now they just sit home and play video games.
Yeah, they just hang out at their houses and play games. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I don't
They used to go out to Chuck E. Cheese. I don't understand. So
There are more fisticuffs in Chuck E. Cheese's than your local bar. Oh my God! What the hell's wrong with people?
You ate my pizza.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Once they had a liquor license, maybe. Pretty sad. Look what's happened to Disneyland since they put a liquor license in it. Fights all the time. You're in my lane. Get out of here.
It's not because of the liquor. I think it's because of COVID.
Yeah.
People got used to being isolated, and then they started everybody started talking to people on streams, and you could say whatever you want to people on streams. You can't do anything about it, and now they just do it in real life. It's changed the culture immensely.
Yeah, I think it's society just totally regressed because of the lockdowns, and people just they got no sense out in public anymore.
No,
it's just absolutely clown world.
Yeah.
No,
I agree.
There's that guy surrounded by cats again.
Mm-hmm. I'm okay.
What is it with all these cats?
I don't know.
Jeez.
But he should not drool on the laptop. Okay?
Yeah.
That's the only thing. Do not drool on the laptop.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Ace always has to give us his profile.
Yeah. There he did.
Show up.
Ace quit.
Was he doing one of these things on your
Yes. Sharpening his claws on my leg.
Yeah, you're not wearing pants. Yeah.
Ouch.
What? How many lives does Morris have left?
I think they're on like the third Morris or the fourth one.
Haven't seen any Morris.
I haven't seen
cat food commercials in a decade, I think.
No, the original Morris died a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I haven't seen a Morris commercial in ages.
Yeah.
We've moved on to cat death.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Covering it all, folks.
No, not for you. I'll cover.
Don't say you're not getting a full potpourri of subject matter here.
I forgot the name of the channel, but there used to be a Japanese cat channel that I watched. The only cat channel I've ever watched in my life, because it was this cat, and it was a mischievous one. This girl had like 6 or 7 cats, and I don't know what kind of cat it was, but it was a normal sized cat and a funny head with almost no nose or anything, like one of these flat faced cats. And little tiny legs, a normal body but little tiny legs, and it was the cutest thing. But man, it was a troublemaker, and it was she would have games and stuff for her cats, and I would root for that cat every single. And it cheated a lot, and I love that cat. Great, and I'm not my favorite. That was but I've lost the name of the channel because it's mostly in Japanese now, and I don't know how to find it again.
Showed at 3:15 a.m. on a channel that no one has.
Yeah.
You can find a lot of interesting things at 3 o'clock in the morning if you click around.
Yeah.
This stuff is the best thing.
So if you're not supposed to see.
I know. Why don't we have good?
Where's the beef?
Why don't we have stuff like that in?
Oh, Clara Peller.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff we need. Not these like. Are you about to have your house foreclosed? That's
so
the kind
many,
of commercials they put on TV Tunes.
So many commercials I see nowadays. I don't even know what the hell they're trying to sell me.
Yeah.
Used to be. Our baked beans are delicious. Buy our baked beans. Now it's like a European art film. I don't know what the hell you're selling.
We're keeping Peter Boothroyd entertained because he's
3 a.m.
We are the 3 a.m. weirdness for Peter.
Yeah. The sun's coming up in a couple hours for Peter is. Yeah.
If you
it's
go
going
real
down here.
Yeah. The Frisky channel is free sometimes.
Oh yeah.
The Frisky channel might get you more than you bargained
no, like
for.
something else. Yeah.
Frisky channel. That's right.
It's cat related.
Oh well.
Oh.
Well,
Never
we won't
mind.
go there. You might have a young ears listing. So
I never heard of it.
the Frisky channel. I'll be afraid to look.
Don't want to hear anything about politics either.
Mm-hmm.
Already I've got all these Kamala Harris ads. Like, we have a secure border.
Oh, yeah.
We have a Happy Days reference here with Dan. Howard, are you getting frisky?
Yeah. I don't know. Can anybody do a Mrs. C invitation?
No.
No.
Not me.
Guess not.
No.
Psycho's Platters can do a great Mr. C, though.
Yeah, I can.
Tom Bosley, he's got it down, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I also noticed him. He was doing some commercials for some kind of a sales thing where he sold those little knickknacks. Anybody see that? He sold these little,
Yeah, I can't remember.
He sold these little figurines.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's the pyramid scheme. It's just a Tom Bosley's pyramid scheme. That's all it is.
It's
Tom Bosley was dead.
It's his personal $10,000 pyramid.
Yes, before he died.
It's an AI Tom Bosley.
Yes, an AI Tom. Well, it was commercials he did before he died. This guy claimed to say all of his figurines were worth like $250,000 or something. And I thought, yeah.
Well, that's something that's fallen out of favor is little figurines. Back in the day, everybody's house you went into, their mom had all kinds of little ceramic poodles.
Well, there's still little figurines. But you see them in their boxes. They're called Funko Pops.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Funko Pops and character.
Man.
That sounds familiar.
Oh, okay.
Is that late at night? Like you're.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That sounds familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Dick Clark has everything, and he's dead too.
Yes.
But he was the man back in the day. Him and Merv Griffin.
Mm-hmm.
Dick Clark was frightening. I think he was an asshole in real life. Just the way he ran that pyramid show just seemed like I wouldn't want to be near him in real life. Yeah, Red Rose tea figurines and those little card things that used to come in the tea box.
Mm-hmm.
Well, do you remember the Red Rose tea commercials with the monkeys? It was like ragtime music, and they had this black and white film of monkeys dancing and playing the trombones and stuff. I bet it's on YouTube. That's another thing to look up after we're done.
Everything's on YouTube.
Red Rose tea with the monkeys playing vaudeville music and ragtime music.
What is this vaudeville music you've got going there, DC? What is this about?
That's just... I just brought it up because it's like the craziest thing that you would think someone would put up a channel in 2024. Yeah. It's music of the 20s, 1920s, Charleston, Rudy Valley type stuff, Sophie Tucker.
She's my favorite band.
And then Martin Short did that great character that Irving Cohen that used to be on SCTV was the great vaudeville songwriter. It's so full of crap. It's hilarious. Give me a C, a bouncy C. He'd say he could write a song about anything. Well, they say it's your birthday and you get some shoes. At least I heard that was the news. And then we're going to bring out, then he'd get confused and go, then dee da-da-da, whatever the hell else you want to put in there. And he'd smoke on his cigar.
Oh, yeah, the cigar. Oh, yeah, that guy, yeah.
I think it was Dick Clark's second to last rockin' Christmas Eve.
Those were rough.
He did it with his wife. And on New Year's Eve, they kissed, and they didn't turn the mic off. And the noise, I'll never forget it in my life. Just this plunger sound. It was awful. Kill the mic.
Yeah.
Wasn't the last year he was held up by sticks?
That last, I couldn't even watch that one year. It was just so sad. Just getting my new year off to a horrible start.
Yeah, no, he wasn't America's teenager anymore.
No.
He should have just stayed behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know.
I don't know, DC. Tell us about this one. Guy with the handlebar mustache bending a steel bar in his mouth.
Well, we just don't play the music. We have novelty acts, strong men bending steel bars, plate spinners. That was all with vaudeville. They did poodles jumping through hoops. That was all vaudeville bullshit. All that stuff.
Dancing dogs.
Dancing dogs.
Baby elephants and all sorts.
Yeah. Here comes Mickey Dolenz on his elephant.
And Topo Gigio.
And
Trained flea axe.
Eddie, kiss me goodnight.
Yeah.
Eddie. No, Topo, I'm not that way.
No, he was held up with sticks. And
He was in bad shape the last couple.
That was I just couldn't watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Anybody that doesn't know what vaudeville is, watch the Bugs Bunny cartoon with the singing frog,
opening.
and that'll tell you exactly what vaudeville
that
is.
one. Oh, that's
or even the opening. Overture, turn the lights.
That's vaudeville.
That's vaudeville.
So like when Daffy Duck gets up there and plays that piano that has the one key that's hooked to dynamite, that's vaudeville.
Yeah.
Well, if you remember, in the late '60s, early '70s, when the Bugs Bunny Roadrunner Comedy Hour came on, that was vaudeville. That overture, hit the lights.
Yep.
This is it. The night of nights. That's vaudeville.
Look, it's Pepe Le Pew. I thought he was canceled. Get him out of here.
Overture, turn the lights.
Put that down. Bearded ladies, midget wrestlers, and B. Arthur. All on our next episode.
The next episode.
Yeah.
A star-studded affair. B. Arthur.
Yeah, and
I think
Tony Fields.
And Tony Fields.
Mm-hmm.
Tony Fields has a wooden leg, right?
Yeah, I think she was always on the Mike Douglas show.
Mm-hmm.
Tony Fields. Yep.
Well, she would be on Merv Griffin a lot too.
Merv.
Mm-hmm.
Merv.
Merv.
Gosh, geez. We watched some pretty wild shows back then, like Phil Donahue.
Back in the day. Oh, yeah.
Ooh, whatever. Craziness, yeah.
Well, after school every day when I would come home, I would watch, other kids would watch cartoons and stuff. I would watch Mike Douglas, Dinah Shore, and then the Rockford Files. And then it was dinner time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And now to Judy Tenuta and her daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever happened to Judy
both of those had some good music on. Dinah Shore's was mostly miming, but Mike Douglas's
Douglas had a lot of pretty good acts
more than
on
you
the show. Yeah,
you
wouldn't think.
Billy Joel was on Mike Douglas in like '76.
Utopia.
Todd
Rundgren and Utopia were on Mike Douglas.
Yeah.
Sly and the Family Stone.
I don't know if they were live. They might have been miming, but
Sly hosted.
I think. Bee Gees I remember the Bee Gees doing Mr. Natural on the Mike Douglas show, which, you know, the only place I ever heard that song, I think, and never got played on the radio.
Of course, we had a week of John and Yoko, so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think Mike was a little bit out of his element that week because Yoko brought in this big poster board and she said something like, and we will take the poster board and pass it around to the audience and they can write stuff on it. And then Mike says, yeah, do we have anybody in the audience that's a good drawer? That's not the idea, Mike.
No.
It's just for people to put whatever the hell they wanted to put on there. Yeah.
But that's a real art thing. I took a film class once, and what they did was they had this long strip of film and they unwound it, and everybody got like 10 frames or something, and it went all through the class, and you did something with those 10 frames, trying to do something that connected with the person before and the person with after you, if you know, and then they wound the film up and they showed it. That's Tim, a real art sort of thing to do.
Tim, that's very similar to when I lived in Cincinnati. On Wednesdays, we'd have illustrators' lunches, because there was a shit ton of artists in Cincinnati, illustrators, and we would do something like around the table. We'd start a comic strip. One guy would do the first panel, and then you just pass it on and somehow create a story or whatever. Some of them were pretty inspired. Some of them, you get the last panel, some guy's got something foul being done to a nun. You son of a bitch, what am I supposed to do in the next panel here? So you just do something totally different.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to our 11 watchers there. So like Dan Goucher in 1964, we have to say goodbye to you all.
We'll be back Sunday, though.
We'll be back Sunday, though. You come back and we'll do some more of this stuff, okay?
Yes.
Good night, everybody.